Yo, what's up, YouTube, man? How y'all doing today, man? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all living, man? Hold up. What's going on, man? What y'all been up to, bro? Alright, man. Today I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick, and I'm just gonna offer some advice to y'all, and I'm just gonna, just give y'all some words of wisdom or something along the lines to that. Hold on again. All right, that's much better, man. The sun was cooking me, man. But what's up, YouTube family, man? I hope y'all been well, man. You know me, I've been trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents, man. I've just been living my life and doing what I can to stay consistent on my goals to my journey. And whenever I fall, get back up, like it says in a good book, man. But today's topic, we're gonna talk about not letting your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Forgive me if I misspoken, if I misspoke on that scripture, but I'm pretty sure, that is the exact wording of what it says. I don't remember what book. I don't know any of the books that I quote, man. I just know the scripture. I'm working. I'm a work in progress. But if I'm not mistaken, that's I'm pretty sure that's a verse in the good book, man. And what that means and why I'm applying it is two things that I'm going to talk about in this video. Even though I don't really read verses and interpretate them to you guys anymore, I'll still often bring up scriptures because it's the most wise, most best-selling book of all time. Obviously the sales don't matter, but it's the wisest book ever to touch the planet. So, and I'm also a believer, so I'm always gonna refer back to the original source. But anywho, let's get back to the original topic of today's YouTube video. So boom, what that means to me is, oftentimes in my youth, I've spoken to many people who I assumed were friends, who I assumed were trustworthy people, and it went horribly wrong because they weren't my real friends and they weren't trustworthy people, man. And I've been away from my parents' cribs for about a year and a half, going on 2. And me being around this environment, me having this total freedom, I've been around a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people, and I've done a lot of things. And I've talked to a lot of people, and I've told a lot of people a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have. And that has caused me a great deal of trouble. And I want to tell you this. I want to tell you guys these things because I don't want you to repeat the same mistakes. That's my relationship from you, for you, from me, and that's how I want to communicate to you guys on this YouTube channel. That's why I call myself a philosopher, because I want to impact my theologies and my doctrines on how I move to you. That's how I want to communicate to you, and I want you guys to communicate back via to me, because we should always use our mind. We should always use our intelligence when it comes to regular day-to-day conversations and just imparting wisdom onto each other. I don't know it all. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm not Solomon. I'm not, none of those wise people, man. But what I can do is impart the knowledge that I've gathered, and I want to give it to you guys, and you guys can do it to me, not via videos, but, through the comments and whatnot. But back to my original topic. When I realized that I was telling the wrong people the wrong things, I had to make two choices. I had to A, keep yapping, or B, stop yapping. So I chose B. Eventually I chose B. I stopped yapping, man, and I started to really analyze and really, be very thorough on what I was saying, and just take so much time to really listen and understand, because we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, before I spoke to another person about anything, And this is not about snakes. This is not targeted towards anyone. Obviously, I don't make that kind of content. We don't talk that kind of talk over here. But this is my warning to you guys, man. And it's not just because of the scripture. Even though I'm a believer, I don't know if you are. Hopefully you are, but that's just me, though. But this is not just because it's in, the Bible. I'm telling you these things because this is what pertains to me. This is what stuff that I go through on a daily basis, on what I should say and what I shouldn't say to my peers, to my coworkers, to my family members, because you really shouldn't tell anyone anything when it comes to your own personal life. It should be something that you keep to yourself, because it's not that necessary for other people to know what you got going on the back end, man, because everyone would just take the information and just spread it. That's what they'll do. and they may not even do it on purpose. It may just slip out, but that's just what they do, man. I've seen people with my own two eyes literally say that I'm not gonna talk about it. It's not my business, and then proceed to talk about it because someone was peer pressuring them, and it's stupid and it's dumb because like, yo, why did you say that? And two, why did he tell you that? Because he should have known better, he or she, because guys and girls do this as well, man. Some guys gossip like old women in church, man. For real, it's a sad world out here. It's bad, but just stay in tune, man. Stay in tune with the Most High, man. Stay in tune with the Word. Stay in tune with who you are as a person, and really understand these things. That you don't have to say everything to everybody. When I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself. I really need to watch my own videos and to reflect on them. But I'd rather just make new ones and just read and just really meditate and understand on these type of things, on these type of topics. But to continue on, man, just not stay to yourself, because that's what I do. It's God says it's not good for man to be alone, but regulate who you hang out with to an extreme degree. I'm talking about don't even sneeze around the wrong person, because you don't want to be around bad vibes, man. You don't want to be around bad energy, man, for real, because that type of people can affect who you are as a person, and it's not good for you. It's not what you want to be around, man. So yeah, man, keep things to yourself and regulate who you're around, man. My last and final topic on what I'm going to speak on today is, what was it? Okay, I finally remembered. The last thing I'm going to speak about today's YouTube vid is when people tell you something, they tell you for two things. One, because they notice it and they want to put you on, or they capping and they want to misuse you, bro. Well, you got to learn how to differentiate, I hope I said that word correctly, what people tell you, why they tell you, and what was their original reason, because they may not always tell you the truth. People are mad cappers. They're cappers and they're yappers, bro. I'm telling you, like, I know this may be seem like the YouTube channel where I'm just throwing everyone under the bus, but I'm just putting you all on to what I've been through, bro. Like, people don't really give you their full intentions until like 8 months after knowing them or something like that. They don't really show who they really are, and you have to have spiritual intuition. You have to have like some type of power or discernment in order to properly vet and properly know who you're around, and how to conduct yourself accordingly to not be around those people anymore, man. They're like, for example, 2023, the worst ending of a year I've had in a while. I went through a lot, but that was one of the best years I've ever had in my life. Probably is the best year I've ever had besides this year. But I had to regulate a lot of stuff in my life. I had to regulate who I spoke to, had to regulate who I conducted myself around, and I had to regulate how I talked. It was just so much that I had to do last year. There's plenty of good times and bad times, but there was it's just a lot of things that I had to change about myself, And not everyone is just some type of bad person, a monster, but no one is good, man. No one is good besides God. And that's what Scripture says, and you got to remember that, I make sure not to call myself good. When people call me good, I want to sit there. I really want to say to them, bro, I'm not good. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what I think. If you knew what I think, then you wouldn't say that I was good. You would say, lock this man up. But it's just intrusive thoughts, man. These things happen, and I'm not just some type of hero. I'm not a villain. I'm just some type of somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I strive to be the better man that I was before. I strive to get back on my goals. I'm going through my SR right now. For those of you who don't know what that is, watch my last video. And there's just so much that I'm doing right now. I'm impacting new mindful ways of me communicating, me moving. But that's just what I've been through. And to finally touch on what I was speaking throughout this entire video, on my last point, don't let people interfere with your mind. I have a self-confidence problem. It's probably why I stuttered. But I have self-confidence, anxiety. I have a lot of problems in my life, bro. So a lot of people will think that, I need help. I need this, that, and the third. But I don't, because I know how to move. I know how to live according to my own purpose, my own will, because I know who I am as a person. And I know what you're probably thinking. Yo, aren't you supposed to be living to the Lord? But like, I have my own self-conscious. Like, I can't just think, what would God do 24/7? Because I have me. I'm me. I'm spirit and flesh. I can't just be, I'm not Jesus, I strive to be him, but I'm not him. I'm getting there, but it'll take the rest of my life to really get there. And even then, I still won't ever get there. You know, there's always be a next level, you know, in your life, because there's levels to this. There's levels to everything. There's even levels to the rewards in heaven. There's always levels, man. So, yeah, man, don't let people tell you who you are, or what's on your mind. You know, just stay away from people who have weird, bad vibes or just weird energy. If you feel like you just can't put a point on their energy, you don't need to be around them, bro. Stay on your grind, stay on your goals, stay conducted yourself according to the word. If you're a young man around here, stop chasing these shorties. Do everything in your power to get them out of your mind. Once I figure out how to do that, I'm gonna put y'all on game. I'm currently going through that type of mental warfare. Stay around people who are like-minded and just be who you are as a person. Just be you. Don't be no one else besides you, bro. Be an imitator of Jesus, but you can't be him fully, but always strive to be. You get what I'm saying? I'm a Christian, so that's why I'm telling you guys these things. You can only really understand if you're a believer. But that's pretty much it, man. I don't want to make the video too long. You know, TikTok brains out here these days can't really retain too much information, so I want to just put that impactful energy and information towards you guys, man. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Hope you guys have a blessed week, man. Stop letting people tell you who you are, what you thinking, and just be yourself. Be who God created you to be. And that's all I got for today, man. Please remember my topics and hope you put them to work, man. But don't just take me for my word. Just try it. See how it works. But all right, man. Peace out, man. Shalom, man. I hope you guys are going to be productive, and I hope you guys are keeping your mind elevated to the highest possible level, man. Reach for the stars, man, and grab the moon, man. For real.